Hi and welcome to Add More Zest with Diamonds. My name's Rebecca and I've got a couple of items to share with you today from One Day Saving. So these are sort of two items but could be classed as six. So this one is a set that you can either get individually or as a full set of 5. So I'll open those in a moment. And then this one is a painting that it's classed as an AB painting. So I'm wondering what AB diamonds we have in this one. It did come folded, but it is poured glue. So poured glue does tend to be able to recover from being folded. You can actually iron the back of it. I do have a video on my main channel where I have ironed the back of the canvas. Now, the actual DMC list does not show any AB. However, there are AB diamonds in there. So we're going to have a look and see which ones are actually AB. This is a round. It has 45 different colours. And it is down as a 50 by 40. Find where my tape measure went. Never seems to stay in the same place. So that is just short of 40. It's a little bit over 39.5. And this way, if I can pull the canvas straight, is again a couple of mils off being 50 centimetres. So it's a pretty good guideline, though the symbols are this way. So the symbols are this way up, so the image itself is this way up. So you do get a nice toolkit. So we get the white boat, lots of wax, pen with a squishy, your simple metal tweezers and a couple of multi-placers on that one. But let's have a look what they've given us in an AB, because it's not everything, but there are definitely AB diamonds in there. Let me find the opening part. I think it's looped back on itself. Here we go. I'm in. So what do we have in an AB? So we have some 318 in AB. We have orange in AB. We have brown in an AB. We have some green in an AB. Another brown. It is a game of hunt the sparkle. Hunt the extra sparkle. Oh, quite a bit of a blue in AB. Then we have 823, which is a dark blue. What else do we have in an AB? Not black, well that's good because I'm not keen on black AB, personally. Okay, I think that's all the ABs. Yes, I'm not seeing any extra sparkle in there. So 890 is an AB. So 890 is the letter A. The lowercase letter A, there's actually 2 of them. So when I find one on, okay, so this is actually in quite a bit of the background up here. I'm not seeing it on the actual bird, but I am definitely seeing it in the background up here and in the background down here. So that's where we have that AB. Then we have 823, which is the other dark one. This is, some of it is down here, sort of the shading / on the wings. And again, there is some of this in the background, but more on this sort of darker bit of background down here and a little bit in this darker background down here as well. Then we go a little bit lighter. This is 3842, which is the letter N. There is some of this going all the way up the wing on this parrot. We also have some over here on this parrot, a little bit on its beak, a little touches of it on here on the beak of this parrot. We've got two different browns, or reddy browns. So 919 is one of them. That is just a little bit down here on some of those branches, and a little bit up here as well. So a little bit on these sort of branches, leaves. It's a little bit hard to tell, but I know that once it's done, it will probably show a little bit clearer. And then the other one is 780, which is more of an actual brown, and that again is in these sort of leaves or branches. It's also a little bit in the wing of this parrot. We actually have a little bit of this reddy AB as well over here on sort of this parrot and the beak, and we have a little bit up the top here. Then we have the grey, which is 318 AB. That is number 4. We've got there's more. There's maybe about 8 down here. Then we do have some little bits around the eyes of the parrots. And then we have the gorgeous one. So this one is 740. This one is in spots and then gets quite thick on the belly of this parrot. It's also up here. It's here. There's quite a bit round here. And again, round here, top of the parrot's head, down by the parrot's chest, and then there is actually also a little bit in this branch here. So quite a nice selection of ABs. There's quite a few dark ABs, but I actually think because they're background ones, that could be very interesting. So there is one of the paintings that you can get with ABs. There are a few, but these parrots were striking for me. I just look at the handsome little fellas all lined up. So that is painting number 1. And then for number 2, I say this is something that you can order individually or all together. But these are stained glass is what they call them. So stained glass images. So they're not on your typical canvas. So I'm just lightly scoring and sort of cutting the tape that's around them. Oh, this is the rose. So these are actually on a clear. It's on, well, a sort of clear. Is it clear or is it white? Oh, it's actually white. But it is on sort of that window cling material. So you could add this to a window. It does have sticky on the back for you to stick it onto a window, and it is actually adhesive, so it's not like your clear window cling. It is actually adhesive. It is cut out in the circle shape, so you don't have to cut around it. This one has 19 different colours, and this one is the rose. So I am going to bob these back in their little packets as I go. Excuse me. Oh, I wouldn't want to try and match these up again. Try and find their homes after the unboxing. That would not be wise. So the first one is a rose. I say you can get these as a set of 5, or you can pick them up individually. Oh, this one's had tape opened already. This one is a gorgeous dragonfly. So that is pretty. Those wings are gorgeous. So they've got that stained glass look. But as I say, you can then stick them down. They are quite tightly rolled. However, you could just take them down onto, say, an easel if you work on an easel. And once you've got the weight of the diamonds there, along with, excuse me, very much rustling. I've got a bit of sticky tape stuck on the bottom. There we go. Once you have got your diamonds on them, and weighted them down a little bit, they will flatten out. You can put them under something heavy as well if you're not going to work on them yet. We have the bumblebee in his glory. It's not a full-on hexagon shape in the background, but it's got that sort of look to it. So he again is on a circle. So we have a rose, a dragonfly and a bee so far. Then number 4, get this one out. What I do need to score this one. Kind of preferred it when they were already opened. Luckily my blade isn't that sharp. Oh, that's a pretty one. That is Daisies. That's gorgeous. I don't know which one's my favourite. I do like that one. That one's a bit striking. I think it's because it's got the blue as well. Gorgeous blue colours along with the pops of colour. I kind of like the bee as well though. And then last but by no means least, I can't remember off the top of my head which one this one is. Am I in? No, I'm peeling off the clear cover. Okay, so I managed to untape the back cover, but I left the clear cover attached to the tape. So let me just get that up. There we go. Oh, they forget-me-nots. That's what they look like. Oh, they're pretty. So if you like your purple, you've definitely got your purples and your blues in that one. It's between the bee and the daisies for me as to which is my favourite. But then again, my favourites can change by the minute or by the hour or by the day. It varies. But yeah, so there's quite a few different stained glass that you can have a look at. I will pop the links to them down below, or check out some diamond paintings with ABs. In this case I picked the parrot, but they do have AB in the title. So I'll pop the links, as I say, to them down below. But thank you all so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all again soon.